Hey Phil, just want to send you this video clip like I promised. Here is my MP10 and I'll show you the MP40 in a second here. So this is the wet side of my MP10. What you hear in the background right now could be my fan in my light fixture humming, because the MP10 and the MP40, they're pretty quiet once they get broken in. So that is the wet side of the MP10. This is the dry side. Now my glass is about a half an inch thick. So these devices are designed to work, especially the small ones, on glass a half an inch or less in thickness. As a matter of fact, I think I'm actually over the glass thickness limit for the MP10, but it works fine for me. I is able to maintain contact with the dry side, the wet side to the dry side, so I have no problems with it moving at all. It also has a rubber gasket here, an adhesive backing that keeps the MP10 dry side in place, so it doesn't slide along the glass. I also have the electrical cord nailed up onto the side of my light canopy, as you can see here. I have a little screw here. I have it tie wrapped. Here's the first hole where I had it, and I kind of moved it. So you're gonna have to play around with your position. So this is a side view of my tank, and right now my MP10 is about maybe 11 or 10 inches from the top of my tank, and it's more to the front of my tank. If you look in this view of my tank, you will see that it's blown across the face of my rock work. So you're gonna have to play around with the positioning of your MP10. I also took off the back of my MP10. I'll show you it right here. This is the backing that actually goes here that I took off. What I did is I actually dripped some oil in that bearing right there. Once a year I'll put some oil there, to keep the bearings nice and lube. It also helped in the quiet running of the device, which is pretty good. So that's my MP10. Like I said, and one of the good thing is when you have it anchored to your canopy like this, God forbid if one of the kids are playing and they knock this, it doesn't drop to the floor. At least it'll be suspended from this screw and mount that I put here and a tie wrap. So what I did is I've been playing around with different positions along on my glass side here to get the best water movement in my tank. When I look at my soft coral here, Phil, you can see how the coral is moving, and that shows you the type of flow that I have in my tank. Now this bottom coral, polyp coral, that's anchored to my huge rock, but the one on top here, this piece here, this is the piece I plan to give you up top here. It's a full head. It's about almost 2 or 3 fist sizes in size on a rock. So that's what I plan to give you. Here's the MP10. That's the MP10. It's mounted there. Like I said, I have it anchored up here. So if somebody tends to bounce against it, it won't fall on the floor. And again, on this side here, my MP10 is mounted about maybe 6 or 7 inches from the top of my tank. And again, every tank is going to be different, so you can definitely play around with where you want to mount and install your MP10 and your MP40 when you get it. But the most important thing is, Phil, is to have it anchored and secure the power line. So if ever some reason where somebody bounces against this darn thing, it doesn't fall to the ground and damages the motor. So that's the biggest thing I can tell you. And the rest, Phil, is up to you. You can pretty much mount this thing wherever you need to mount it. The controller is down here. The blue one is the MP10. The white one is the MP40. I have this thing running at least around 75% of full power. You can play around with the speed and the power and to get the right flow in your tank. So it's a fairly simple device to operate and to install, but it creates a lot of flow in the tank field, a lot of flow. My MP40 is running at less than 75% right now of flow. Because if I crank it up real nice, I'll get a lot of movement in the tank. So again, Phil, this will help you to get the flow in your tank that will prevent things from settling in your tank, get stuff into your skimmer. These things, they run. What's nice about these things, there's a night mode. You can set it up where it shuts down to like a reduced power during the night to go into like night mode. There's also feed mode, and in the manual, Phil, you'll see that there's a lot of features. You can go into different modes and to simulate different wave actions or sea action with these devices. So it's a good buy, it's a good investment. I think you'll be very pleased when you get it installed, and it's going to help again to keep the flow going in your tank, to keep the stuff from settling. So Phil, once you get it, give me a call and we talk soon. Take care. Bye.